I'm your Slugman 23. You're joining me for BloodBound, Book 2, Chapter 10, The Plan. Stand in Prague Airport, where Kamilah has just told you that in order to get the Eye of Bathory, you'll have to go to Dracula's castle. Please tell me this is a joke. Amy, when have I ever told a joke? I can vouch for that. I've been with her for days. The woman has no sense of humor. She's being 100% for real. Dracula is real. Unfortunately for all of us. Will and Adrian exchange a wary glance. We can talk about this later in a less public location. Yeah, Dracula can wait. How's New York? What's happening since we've been gone? Things escalated quickly, but thankfully we're still holding our own for now. Most of the clan vampires were safely evacuated. They're taking refuge in other cities across America. My clan? Most are evacuated, but some stay to fight, loyal to you. Adrian takes a deep breath and nods. What about the Shadow Den? We got them out, right? Jax, lots of folks in the Shadow Den stayed behind to fight too. They're safe, don't worry, or I guess don't worry too much. I wanted them to evacuate. And they wanted to fight for their home. You of old people should respect that. I do. What about Gaius? Have there been any other videos? Has he shown himself at all? There has been one other video since you left. He was executing vampires who were suspected of helping us. Cruelly. And in most cases, baselessly. That's terrible. I could barely watch. It's like he enjoys torture. He does. Next time I see that bastard, I'm taking his head. Four of you head towards the exit, and you find yourself glancing around nervously, looking for anyone who might work for the Order. So, have you secured us a safe house here? Please, Adrian, there's a reason I have an office in every major city. You get into a cab, which whisks you away into the city. Soon Kamilah leads you all into her Prague office, where everyone takes a seat as Adrian recounts everything that happened in Paris. As he mentions what happened to Seraphine, his eyes flare with rage. Adrian, I'm sorry. She comes over and puts an arm around his shoulders. I know you two were close. It's not just that. It's how they took her from me. How I failed her. It wasn't your fault. The Order is incredibly efficient and effective at what they do. It doesn't change the fact that they have her. I know. We'll do whatever it is in our power to get her back. I swear it. He nods warily. You clasp your hands tighter together as you watch the expression on his face, remembering his rage at the club the night before. Seeing the Order attack firsthand, it's clear now that they're involved. They were deadly before, but now they're practically unstoppable. Those were special forces tactics back there. They're not just hunters, they're military. Cool. I totally something I wanted to hear. This was the most effective attack I've ever seen from them. They were ruthless. Not even the humans were spared. Bastards. So what does that mean for us? It means we'll have to be fast and discreet. Get the eye, get to the tomb, and then get the hell out of Europe. And put a stake through Gaius's heart. Can I just say you're really cool when you're all broody violent? Is that weird? Lily the point to get to it. Lily hops out of her chair and takes out her laptop, which she situates on Kamilah's desk to face you all. It's time for the exclusive showing of Lily Spencer presents The Eye of Bathory. You're such a dork. Excuse me, this dork spent days pimping up this PowerPoint. This The transitions are flames. Lily, fast and discreet, remember? Right, so it's a button, and the first slide appears. It shows an image of the jewel. A long time ago in a land far, far away, the Eye of Bathory was first discovered. Sit and listen, let's get this over. You fold your hands in your lap and nod along studiously. Are you okay? Shh, I'm trying to listen. Lily changes the slide to a gif of a confused-looking woman with math equations floating around her head. But what exactly is the Eye of Bathory anyway? Is it a gem, philosopher's stone, a fiery eyeball at the top of a tower? Hey, I already made that joke. The Eye of Bathory is an ancient vampire artifact dating back all the way to the time of the first vampires, or so the rumors go. It's shown up quite a bit in the vampire lore, and on all accounts linked to it super powerful spooky type of magic. Define spooky. Like, make you go mad and murder everyone you know kind of spooky? So the regular kind. Lee moves on to a slide. Anime nights. It was passed around like candy for hundreds of years until the 18th century, when it was lost during an order raid. Thankfully, with some digging, I was able to identify a few other artifacts lost in the same raid. They all ended up in one place. Last slide is still from an old black and white movie with a comically ugly vampire centered in the frame. In the possession of one Vlad Tepes, more commonly known as Dracula. Lily closes her laptop with a bow. I'm never letting you present again. Good choice, yeah. I respect that. I still can't believe he's real. The Dracula. Yes, yes. The Dracula. Kinda pumped. I want to meet Dracula. You sound like you're not a fan. Because in reality, he's far from legendary. Vlad was a member of the European Vampire Society, with a certain, flair for the dramatic. A drama queen, you mean? That's one way to put it. Always wanted to be the center of attention, always making grand displays and extravagant provocations. Then he had a brief fling with a writer in the 1800s, and the next thing you know, he's part of a literary canon. Crafted an entire legend for himself, started to get known all around the world, which was the last thing his ego needed. The other European vampires were furious. Hell, all of us were. Because he was famous, or because he ratted them out? Both. But the European vampires tend to stick together, no matter what. That is extremely wealthy and influential. So... does he have an accent? What accent? You know. 1, 2, 3, What is that? What are you doing? Don't bother, Amy. Like I said, I've been trying for days. He does have an accent, but it's subtle. Everyone else tends to exaggerate. I'm assuming the guy is still alive. Unfortunately. Well, at least he has the eye, or at least that's a very good chance he does. Here's what I don't get. How has he managed to stay away from the Order if he's so well known? Vlad's always been good at evading them. He's always been able to stay a step or two ahead. It's likely it's how he's come to collect so many artifacts. How are we planning to get the eye from him, then? I've reached out to him just before you landed. He invited us to a party he's throwing tomorrow night at a local castle. Going to party in a castle hosted by Dracula. Seriously, what is my life even? Knowing Vlad, he won't part with the eye easily. Lily shoots him some finger guns, which is why we're gonna steal it. A jewel heist at Dracula's castle. This is a lot to process. We still have quite a bit of time to kill before then. Maybe you should rest. Or we can go out and have some fun. What do you have in mind? Sightseeing, drinking, debauchery? You know, must be the word of the week at Pixelberry, debauchery. You know, the usual. We're in Prague, people. Let's enjoy it. Actually, count me in on that. I need to blow off some steam. What about you guys? I'll pass this time. If I'm going to be social at Dracula's party, I need to clear my head. Me too. I still have some research to do on this castle. So, Amy, what do you say? Hit up Prague with me and Jax? That does sound fun, and I could really use some fun right now. This is your chance to sightsee in Prague, learn more of vampire history, and have an intimate moment with Jax or Lily. Why not both? Anyway. Oh, that's right, we did that in book 1, didn't we? I'm pretty tired. I think I'll just stay here. Okay, get some rest. We'll, meet back up with you all later. As everyone splits up, you head to the bedroom down the hall to get some much-needed sleep. Wake up several hours later to find everyone prepping for tonight's events in the office. Can I just say, not to diminish the whole life or death stakes thing, that I'm actually kind of excited. Just kind of. We're going to party with Dracula. Dracula! Laugh and spot Adrian sitting by the window, looking pensive. You go to join him. I'm sensing someone's not so pumped. What's on your mind? Honestly, I don't know. I'm a little worried. Vlad is excessive, but he's not a bad man. I met him on one of his visits to New York in the early 90s. Or 1900s. The corner of his mouth ticks up in a smile. He has managed to be a thorn in the Order's side for centuries. Not to mention he does have good advice now and then. He holds a lot of power, but it goes hand in hand with his level of insight. He's also... Adrian hesitates, if he's trying to think of the right words. Quite seductive. Oh. Does that mean you have first-hand experience? No, not personally. Seraphin had a fling with him, though. And he and Gaius would get up to all kinds of debauchery. I swear to Christ, Pixelberry! Are you sure? Quite. Flash like that doesn't quite work on me. Ah, so you're too canny to be wild. Or perhaps just too cynical. I thought he was supposed to be the optimist of the group. Before you can ask any more questions, Kamilah walks up to you. Amy, have a moment. Oh, sure. Follow Kamilah to the corner of the room where she crosses her arms. I saw you're fighting back at the Kavinskys. You show some admirable enthusiasm, but your form could use some work. Oh, I mean, I'm no karate kid, but I think I held my own pretty well. Actually, a martial child is probably the best point of comparison I could have made as well. Hey, she knows karate, kid. That's not what it... But the fact of the matter is, we'll have to do a lot more fighting before this is over. I want you to be prepared. There's a very good chance you'll have to fight for your life. She hesitates a moment, choosing her words carefully. And losing you, that's not something I could bear. Kamilah, let's not waste time being sentimental right now. We need to talk of practical matters. What are you suggesting? I want to train you in combat, Amy. I want you to be ready for whatever comes our way next. I guess it would be nice to learn something more than go for the eyes or the groin. I have a facility here that's made for it. One that's very private. Take Kamilah up on her offer to learn some helpful tips on how to fight and maybe work up a sweat with her another way. I think I can hold my own, thanks. I appreciate the offer, but I think I'll be okay. Besides, we have to focus on getting ready for tonight. Alright, but try to stay near us in case something happens so we can protect you. Sometime later, you gather outside as the carriage that will take you to Dracula's castle rolls up before the office. You see that everyone has changed into their best formal wear. I'm so ready for this. Speak for yourself. How am I supposed to fight in this? You look good. I'll just put up with it for a couple of hours. If it comes down to it, you can just take your jacket off. Yeah, give them a taste of gun show for once. You all look so fancy. And you look very New York street casual. Guess I didn't come prepared. Not to worry, I figured you might need something, so I brought this along. She pulls out a beautiful black dress. This will help you blend in. Not to mention, it'll look great on you. You know this is my kind of jam, right? Oh. It's very, 1, black. 2. My jam. 3. Rain at the ball in this goth glam look. God. No, just move on. I'm actually more comfortable with what I have on. Well, you may not blend in, but this might be more the practical choice. With everyone finally ready, you all hop into the carriage and let it take you to the castle. Well, this is cozy. Hey, Gramps, your elbow's in my ribs. Sorry about that. This brings back memories of the New York subway. You all talk too much. Looking out the window, your eyes widen at the sight before you. Dracula's castle looms before you, a mass of shadow and gothic architecture. Whoa. Yep. Honestly, looks like Hogwarts. Gotta say, I like his style. That's a Vlad for you. You mean to tell me that one guy lives in this place? He has multiple castles he likes to flit between. Keeps him from being on one spot too long in case the order shows up. And I doubt he's alone. He'll surely have servants, maids, visiting guests, bedmates. Adrian clears his throat. Yes, that too. As the carriage pulls up before the castle, you all clamber out and make your way up the stairs, where other guests are streaming inside. Here goes nothing. You're ushered into the ballroom of a harried-looking servant. Your jaw drops. Wow, I actually like the decor. Oh, wow. The ballroom is decorated with black streamers, the large windows drawn with heavy black drapes, and a massive chandelier twinkles above you. Vampires twirl on the dance floor to haunting orchestral music, their capes and dark dresses fanning out around them. I thought this would be like Marcel's party, but this is more like something out of a goth teen's daydreams. You know, I never went through that phase, but okay, I guess. Just call me out directly. Jeez. This definitely has Vlad's touch. I think I prefer the catacombs. Oh, shut up, Jax! Walk further into the ballroom where you notice that the standing candelabras are decorated with skulls, and the wax from red candles dripping down their sides. To the side of the room, you spy a long table laden with food. In the corner, you notice a bar. I gotta check out that food table. I think I need a drink. You notice Adrian and Kamilah standing to one side, speaking to each other. So, what's the first step of the plan? Exactly this, blending in. Enjoying the party, killing time until Vlad makes his undoubtedly grand entrance. You look around, realizing for the first time that you haven't seen any sign of him. He is coming to his own party, isn't he? I wouldn't put it past him to miss it, but he's likely planning to be fashionably late. Just then, the orchestra strikes a new song, and it's slow, elegant melody, and the vampires pair up into practice waltz. Well, we're not going to blend in standing on the sidelines. You come up to Adrian and curtsy. He smiles and holds his arm out to you. Absolutely. The two of you make your way to the dance floor. You let Adrian lead you around the dance floor in a measured box step. I never thought I'd be dancing in Dracula's castle. It does sound a bit ridiculous when you put it that way. Look in Adrian's eyes. He looks back at you, a small smile on his lips. What is it? Nothing. I'm just glad to see you smile. It's been a while. I'll make a note to do it more often. You tilt your face up to his, taking the hint. Adrian presses his lips to yours. Soft at first, then a little harder. Amy. Run a hand through his hair as he kisses you again. You press in close, unself-conscious, in the middle of a dance floor. His hand falls to your waist as he kisses you, as your surroundings blur and are forgotten in the heat of the moment. You nip his lower lip, and his breath hitches. Heat floods through you as you kiss him deeper. Finally, you break away to catch your breath and lay your head on Adrian's chest, swaying with him in time to the music. I'll admit, I've shared a lot of dances, but this might be the best one yet. Song ends and a sudden hush falls over the crowd. Step away and follow everyone else's gaze. A set of doors open at the top of the flight of stairs that lead to the ballroom. Here we go. A tall, elegant man enters, smiling and lifting his hand in greeting to the vampires below. Really? It's Gaius with long hair, that's it. That's literally f***ing it. You literally just gave Gaius a makeover. I'm mad. A large gemstone hangs from a chain around his neck, glinting in the candlelight. Is that Vlad Tepes, aka Dracula, aka Alucard? And he's wearing the Eye of Bathory. Well, that seems super short. Well, with that being said, I hope y'all did enjoy the video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down to the description below. You know, there's a link to Facebook, Twitter, and other things. And then, hey, if you're fancying to support the channel, please consider, doing so. There's a few links down there. It helps. Really does. Helps to, support content and myself, maybe live in a home with a roof, maybe some heat during the winter, things like that. And yeah, and thank y'all for watching. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace!